What's going on? What's going on, Patriots? This is your boy Jay from Hood Politics checking in. And y'all know how we start each and every one of them off. Sending our thoughts and prayers out to Texas, the Carolinas, New Mexico City, that beautiful baby girl who lost her life at Hershey's Water Park, the family and friends of those who got caught up in that NYC mass shooting, and also the family and friends of that fallen officer in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep them all in our thoughts and prayers, y'all. Hey, check it out. We got I got News Nation pulled up. I ain't know my president had sent threats to them Democrat shitholes. Excuse my French. Well, them Democrat stronghold cities. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he talking about. I got News Nation pulled up. Say Trump sending warning out to everybody. California, Chicago. Let's see what they talking about, y'all.
Well, President Trump may not stop with D.C., signaling that federal intervention could be on the table for other cities. Cities like New York, Oakland, California, Los Angeles, and Baltimore. Chicago, another target for this potential crime crackdown.
If we need to, we're going to do the same thing in Chicago, which is a disaster. We have a mayor there who's totally incompetent. But when I look at Chicago, and I look at L.A., if we didn't go to L.A. 3 months ago, L.A. would be burning like the part that didn't burn.
On News Nation's Alex Capriello.
And that is true. If they wouldn't have went to L.A., L.A. would be burned to the ground right now. All them people out there that have lost everything. They'd have been crying for the Trump administration to hand them our tax dollars. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely ain't wrong about Brandon Johnson. This idiot then turned my city into, oh my goodness, it is a piece of crap of a city. Chicago, oh, Chicago, man. Let's continue, y'all.
Live here in Chicago with a look at what the mayor had to say about the president's plans, as well as the response that just came from the White House, Alex.
Yeah, that's right, Nicole. Just moments ago, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt clarified that right now the president is focusing on federalizing D.C. and cleaning up what he sees as rampant crime in the nation's capital. But that being said, they're not ruling out the possibility that the Trump administration might reach into other jurisdictions all across the country, including some of these Democratic strongholds, if they feel it rises to that occasion. Of course, here in Chicago, that is outspokenly critical from Mayor Brandon Johnson, who believes that this was a gross overreach in federalizing the Washington, D.C. area, and then suggested that activating the Illinois National Guard would be a serious escalation. Instead, Mayor Johnson calling on President Trump to release the more than $800 million in federal funding that's being withheld, which he says...
Is this dude an idiot or what, yo? Is he really about to get up here and ask for 800 million? This guy is a clown. This dude need to be on CNN. He need to get him a spot after this, because they ain't gonna put him back in there. They ain't that stupid. You know what I mean? Now they might get fooled by another progressive, you know what I'm saying, or another communist and throw them up in there and continue the madness. But they ain't finna put this fool back in there, and that's a guarantee. So this clown need to go to CNN and become a goofy over there. You know what I'm saying? A clown for them. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude has lost his mind, man. Let's continue.
Could go directly toward anti-violence programs. He also continues to reinforce that any federal action in his city would be deemed unconstitutional. Take a listen.
He is one of the biggest threats to humanity that we've seen in an entire generation.
False.
And as mayor of the city of Chicago, and as someone who understands the premise of our Constitution, we are justified in our resistance to his authoritarianism.
Illinois is gerrymandered so much that 44% of them is voted Republican. And they only got the few seats that they got, which is crazy. Because as you look out, if you go through social media and look up Turn Chicago Red, half of the city of Chicago is begging to be turned red. You know what I'm saying? So how is it that you got 44% Republicans And I don't know how much percent of Chicago is calling to be turned red, and they can't pick up no seats. We got to get Christian Maxwell in there for them, y'all. We got to get her in there.
And again, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt doubling down on the president's agenda and then criticizing the Democrats' response to his plans. Listen to this.
I think it's despicable that Democrats cannot agree that we need more law and order in a city that has been ravaged by violence, crime, murders, property theft. This should be a winning issue for all Americans.
Facts.
I don't understand. It's just anything President Trump does, the Democrats want to disagree with. I think the president would love to work with Democrats on this issue to bring law and order to America's cities, but unfortunately they have failed, and that's why he's taken this historic action to federalize the National Guard.
For the most part, President Trump has his eyes on Democratic strongholds, painting a picture that they're engulfed in crime, violence, vandalism, and homelessness. The president says Los Angeles, New York, Baltimore, and Oakland, California could all be targeted next. However, despite this narrative that President Trump is pushing, recent national data shows most of these major U.S. cities have actually seen improvements in violent crime year to date. The one exception...
That's because nobody is reporting crime. Why would you report it and the police is only going to come and tell you ain't nothing we can do? The person going to be gone. They ain't going to search for him. If they do lock him up, what's her name? Kim, I can't think of the chick name, over Cook County. She just going to release him. You know what I'm saying? They got the Safety Act. Yo, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, and I don't like how they just lying like this, man. This is insane.
Is the one you see right there in red. New York rape, that's the only category that seems to be heading in the wrong direction. While violent crime may be improving, the president's push to federal...
So you know, if New York, if they are not reporting crimes like they used to, which is a fact, if they're not reporting crimes like they used to, and New York is still going the wrong way, you know how bad New York City is, man. Hey, we're going to leave it right there. This is your boy Jay from Hood Politics checking in, and now I'm checking out. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me.